Hi, my name is Thomas Wang, and today I'm just here to talk about why I think posture is important and just give some tips that I've personally been given to by my parents. And the reason posture is a big important thing is because posture is one of the big factors in your public appearance. So when you're out in the wild of the whole going out into the world and people can actually see you, one of the main things people will be seeing is your posture, along with your clothes and your hairstyle and all that other stuff. But posture is definitely a big factor because it doesn't matter anything else. If you have bad posture, that reflects an overall bad character. So if you have social anxiety and you want to make yourself more confident in the wild, I call the public, then you can just improve your posture and it's a free confidence boost. You'll think you look so much cooler when you have a fixed up posture. And I find it weird how most kids, they care a lot about how they look in public, but the last thing they care about is posture. And I'm assuming it's because it's extremely annoying to keep a good habit of posture because it's like the most tiresome to keep a good habit of. And mainly because it's like just actually physical. You have to constantly shift how you look. But it's a good habit to keep because if you have bad posture and you grow old with that, then you'll grow up to be an old person with bad posture. And I've seen plenty of old people who are just like bent and they can't stand up straight, and I don't want to be like that. I'd rather just keep the good posture now and then grow with it, and then when you're old, you can be the military guy who knows how to stand up straight. But anyways, some tips that I've received from my parents is, first of all, start with the chest. I've been told that it's important to keep the chest outward. And there's these Chinese terms, one called tuobei, and that translates basically to slanted back. So yeah, that's another thing. Don't keep your back slanted. You want a tall back, and especially I have bad posture right now because when you're in the house and not in the public, nobody cares about your posture. Especially your family, they could probably care less. But if you make your back straight, that's like your back is just part of your whole chest. I don't know, it's two sides of the same coin. Basically, if you straighten your back, you're just gaining height, like big difference. And it's two sides of the same coin, like I said. If you improve your chest, so you get your chest out, and then just straighten your back at the same time, you just instantly get more height, and it's just two things at once. Two good tips to fix your posture. And then one of the other things, your neck. You definitely want to keep that straight because if you go around with it sticking out, which I used to do because I played a lot of video games and had to get a good look at my screen, I had my neck out a lot. But don't do that because you look like a weird giraffe snail goblin hybrid. It's kind of disgusting, and I didn't realize how much I did it before. Keeping a straight neck is definitely good. In Chinese, there's this saying called 挺胸抬头, which is keeping your chest out. Yeah, I've already said that one. And then Tai is keeping your head up, but that also is basically just to keep your neck straight. And I've been told a lot not to look down, which I just realized I did a lot. It's kind of, I don't know why I look down. I guess I really like to look at my shoes, but looking up is definitely important because when you see someone looking down, they look depressed, and that's not very good. And I actually have a beautiful photo to demonstrate my really good posture. This was like perhaps a few years ago at the certain area. Basically, it's disgusting. You can see that is you can see beautifully how the neck is outward like a terrible giraffe, and then the back is just slightly slouched to make me look old. And then, of course, the weird way I walk that reminds me of a deformed pigeon or something. I don't know. And then the random color scheme of clothes, but that's not important. Anyways, the big takeaway about posture, you don't necessarily have to keep super good posture as long as you don't have super bad posture. Because in the end, nobody really cares about how you look. The only time it's actually important is when you are like meeting someone, and that's when first impressions are important, and you have to keep a good look for yourself. Because the second you're meeting someone, they start to scan you, and they say don't judge a book by its cover, but it's only human nature that when you meet someone, they're gonna judge you by the way you look. So as long as you don't look bad, you don't have to look super good, but just don't look super bad. And any random stranger that you come across on the street, it like matters less because they usually forget you in the first 30 seconds anyway. It only matters when you're actually meeting them. Anyways, the big takeaway, you don't have to look like a president model, you don't have to look extremely professional, as long as you don't look like the picture that I showed. Just don't be a deformed giraffe snail and you'll be fine.